Alan, welcome to Argentina.
Sebastian, thank you very much.
And
it's
thank
great
you.
to be here.
Yeah, and thank you very much for this time with us.
My pleasure.
So imagine that you are a salesperson of Avaya staff,
right,
and you go and visit a customer. How do you explain that Avaya can make their life easier in their business?
All customers are very focused on customer experience. So we sell businesses who in turn have their customers. We are the enabling technology that creates a better employee experience, and it's those same employees dealing with the customer to create a better customer experience. So think of Avaya as enabling technology to the customers, the business experience with its customers.
You founded Quicksoft in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
10 years later, you sold the company to Google. Okay. You have a vision 22 years ago and became a good business. Where are the opportunities in the near future?
Well, I mean, you know, it's every different period of time creates new opportunities. Quick Office was, you're right, it was a good business. It made a great deal of sense at the time. Today, 22 years later, now with new technologies, I think things like AI, all things about conversational intelligence are going to be as disruptive as the internet was 20 years ago. Disruption creates opportunities. So each cycle along the change curve creates those opportunities. So I think the impact of technologies like AI, like every new technologies, they have a disruptive element. Think about the internet, how it has disrupted physical retail, just as one example. But at the same time, created enormous new business. Take Amazon as one simple example. I think AI will have a similar impact, change how knowledge workers work. And it will spawn new industries that will create great value. But within every wave, they say capitalism is constructive destruction. And that's what will happen again. And it'll spawn new industries we can't even imagine.
We are going to do a double click of disruption, innovation, and AI later.
Okay.
Avaya Argentina has now 65 open,
Yes.
new positions on developing areas. How is the company now? Yes. And where is your commitment with partners and customers for the next decade?
So, first of all, we have 65 open positions here in Argentina, in this office in Buenos Aires. The reason is we've created this office as a center of excellence. It's a cross-functional office, so functions across the company, but it will be an engineering, a development center of excellence, and that's what those 65 job openings are. We remain very committed to this region. That's why I'm here this week. And I've had the opportunity to meet with literally hundreds of customers across throughout the region, as well as partners. About 70% of our revenues are sold globally through partners. So we continue to work very closely to develop our partner relationships. It's critical to the business.
So you know that Latin America is kind of region with a lot of concerns of politics and economics concerns. How can you go with your partners and with your customers to figure out how to go through those concerns?
First, Avaya's technology is foundational to every business. every business is concerned about how they deliver an optimal customer experience to their customers. In good times and bad, that is always a critical initiative of every business. We've been in region throughout LATAM for decades, and we'll be here for decades to come. Like companies go through cycles, countries and economies and recession, boom, bust, go through cycles. And while it is certainly challenging today in the inflationary environment, this too shall pass and better times will come. We'll be here throughout.
Alan, let's go back again to these three words that are so important for you. Innovation without disruption. So complete the sentence.
So innovation without disruption is how we have branded and named our strategy. And what it means, if I just finish that sentence, is about a seamless choice on the customer's cloud journey. Seamless choice on the customer's cloud journey. The background of it is this. We have 90,000 customers globally. They are, almost all of them are on some level of cloud journey, meaning moving from premise architected solutions to cloud architected solutions. Some companies make the leap quickly, but often larger companies, complex deployments, sensitive industries, governments, certain geographies, it's a much more gradual transfer or migration. And the reason for it to be gradual is they want to avoid the disruption, yet at the same time bring in new innovations, modernize themselves, yet without suffering the disruption. So we've coined the phrase innovation without disruption. It's a very simple example. We have extensive deployments with core voice technology that has been integrated in throughout a company's environment. It is very stable, feature-rich, battle-tested. It is mature solutions. Companies don't want to rip it out, but at the same time, they want omni-channel capabilities. They want to go beyond voice with things like chat, social, digital. And so ultimately, it's a hybrid. We innovate you via the cloud with things like chat, social, digital, but we don't rip out the voice plumbing underneath. So you get the innovation without the disruption. What it achieves for the customer is a seamless journey to the cloud. And it's all about choice, because the customer, quite frankly, doesn't want to be forced to move to all the way to the cloud in one fell swoop. They want to be able to move in a way that may be more gradual because it limits risk.
And something very important, as the society is became diverse, technology became hybrid.
Absolutely. It is ultimately, for the vast majority of businesses, it's more of a hybrid than some pure play to the cloud.
Hybrid work changed a lot after pandemic. So which are the challenges of unified communications and customer experiences?
Well, the pandemic highlighted the need for these types of solutions, that you had to be able to support your workforce in as distributed an environment as possible as people left the office and went home. So the whole notion of unified communications that it includes contact center became a very, very important category. Where the market is moving increasingly is into just more broadly customer experience. And the reason for that is pretty fundamental. Brands throughout the world in the internet economy, where your products and your competitive products can be purchased, in an instant, delivered tomorrow, it makes it ever greater for brands throughout the world to differentiate based upon the product, delivery, and things like that. Even price, because there's price discovery on the internet. So how does a brand win? Through customer experience. So ultimately, we as customers are going to select a product, a service that might be very similar to the competitor's product or service based upon how that brand makes us feel. What is the quality of the customer experience? So it's critically important, and as Avaya, we are the enabling technology that permits those employees at that business to deliver the optimal customer experience for their downstream customers.
Finally, we are going to back again with AI, okay? Because it's a trendy,
Of course.
It's trendy now. So a trendy question, as everybody is talking about AI. Is AI a threat or a big opportunity, and how to take advantage of it?
AI and new technologies is both a threat and an opportunity. It's like we discussed before, which is it will create huge changes in how we deliver that customer experience, whether it's in the traditional voice mode or in an ever broadening category of digital, chat, social, email, over-the-top apps, etc. AI will change how we interact. It will have impact that will be, in the short term, probably challenging to certain companies, but I believe over the long haul, it will be successful because it creates a better customer experience. If you always anchor on the downstream customer experience, you're going to be fine. And I think it's an important point there. We run Avaya with a very outside-in perspective, customer in. We listen very hard to the voice of the customer. So if the customer can deliver, the business customer, can deliver a better experience to their clients, to their downstream customers, we're duty bound to provide that. And these AI types of technologies will help enhance that and create that better experience. So it will change business models meaningfully. It may change staffing, it may change all sorts of things, but we embrace that because at the end of the day, it's going to create, we believe, a better customer experience. That's our mission, is to enable that better customer experience.
We appreciate too much this time with us. Thank you very much for the interview, and have a nice time in Argentina.
My pleasure. Had a great time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.